Peace. Consider and reflect upon your being. Observe of yourself and of life and of the continual unfolding nature of this in the relation that you have with all things that you are and all things that you are a witness to. Let us observe, let us reflect, let us notice. And everything that we witness of ourselves and everything that we witness in this world and all people we are connected to, every occurrence in this world is a transient thing. It is ever changing. It is ever unfolding. It is ever evolving. There is nothing in this existence that will not obey that truth of change, of transformation, of transient state, of an ever unfolding witnessing. Outside of these two things, and that is God, and that is that you are. These are the only things that throughout all of this witnessing, all of your existence, every occurrence of your being, these things will be there with you. God, and that you are a witness, that you are existing, that you have a being. Those two things will be with you through everything. And so those two places are where we are blessed to place our faith and our thanks in. Those are the two things that we should have an emphasis on maintaining connection to in present awareness. These two things are we were blessed to remember and understand the context of ourself in the nature of this ever unfolding state of things. Let us have faith and gratitude. Let this be a beautiful and a good thing, that these two things are here always, that this is ever occurring, regardless of the changing state of all things. You could think about your family as you grow up, if you are blessed enough to have one. Your parents will not be with you in every moment of life. Your mother and father will not be there to guide you through everything. Your brother or your sisters, they will not always be there. And the relationship that you have with them will change. Every loved one that you have throughout your time with them, your relationship and the meaning and the purpose that is within these things will be ever changing. It will be ever evolving, ever unfolding. Further, to bring you to this truth and purpose and revealed nature, let this be a good thing. Let this be beautiful. That throughout all of this ever unfolding change and transformation, that there is a foundation here of God, and of that you are. And that these two things cannot be divided. And they give beauty and reason to anything that you will go through all of the change and transformation, all of the difficulty you may face and lack and loss, all of the attachments that you may have that you must watch fall away, as this is the truth of these things. Here's an opportunity to be blessed, that you may find this truth that God is, and that you are, and that you are blessed, and that you are a Savior, and that all things are delivered through that truth that God is and that you are, and that these things are simultaneously occurring and cannot be divided, that you are blessed upon this, that God is, and that this relationship that you have with your own being, and this relationship that you have with God, in truth, they are one and the same. And that is what is so beautiful about man, and all of our flaws, and all of our failures, and all of our prevalence for sin, and our ability to have these attachments, to want and to feel as though we need for another, or for this idea, for this knowledge, for this attainment of material desire. That within all of that, encompassing all of that, unfolding this transient state of change and transformation, that within and encompassing all of that is a living nature of God, and a living nature that you are, and in this perfect way that God is, and in this divinely flawed way that you, human life, are. It serves a beautiful purpose. It is a beautiful harmony that these things come together as one. That and through everything that you do lose, you will find what has always been there, if you will have presence for yourself. And in everything that is gained, amidst all that you may lose, all that may fall away, that you inherit as you overcome, you inherit all that you are, all that you ever can be, all that would ever be good or beautiful for you, and that is that God is. And it is more than you can imagine, it is more than you can know, and it will be continually delivered upon you as you go through this. So let us be grateful. Let us be grateful, and let us have presence for the attachments that we do have, for the difficulties that we do face in our human capacity to be, and to want, and to desire, and to find ourselves in others, and to know that these others have their own way, and to witness as these others have their own way that may lead you apart from each other. And even if they do not, there will be a day where they leave this earth, or that you do, and you will have to face something on this day. You will have to face yourself, and God will be there with you. And that is a beautiful mercy, that through all of this, the highest goodness, the only truth, the supreme reality that is all things, is there with you and cannot be removed from you, and will challenge you in a way that is good for you, will provide you this gift of loss that you may gain, or cannot be removed you. So let this be a good thing. All of it may fall away. Let this be a good thing. The one that stays, and the one that you are. Let this not be a reason for fear, but an end to it. Faith, your closeness, your relationship with your Creator. And the Creator and the creation are not separate from one another. Is a piece of you. And in this little piece that you are, all that God is dwells within you and seeks that you may know this and facilitates perfectly upon you that the next step in front of you is the one that is needed, that you may come to this realization of your nature and of God, and that you are delivered throughout all of this. In every moment that you are delivered, the truth of your being, what cannot be removed you. In this transient state of things, it allows this ever unfolding process. It allows these things that you may lose. It allows this transforming principle of reality, the occurrence of life, the occurrence of death, not separate from each other, this occurrence of life, this occurrence of death, but grant upon each other this occurrence of life, this occurrence of death, ever unfolding, transforming, changing state of things. It allows for this determination of higher being, that what no longer serves you may fall away, that you may have further of your own being. And as you do this, a blessing upon all things occurs, that you have this with you, what cannot be removed, that God is, that you are, love and truth, flowers bloom from this. You become a gift in your presence. You become a benefit to the nature of all things. And this comes awake in all those that you would seek not to lose. It comes awake further in them, that they may go on their own way and be empowered by that truth and nature that you are, that you do not need of them, that you do not need of any other, as you are fulfilled within. That you are fulfilled within, that there cannot be loss here, not in truth, as you will only gain in this. And that you would accept that this truth too is occurring beyond your own understanding upon all others, that their way is meant for them, and that the same guiding hand of God, the same truth, the same divine intelligence, perfect wisdom and knowledge, mercy and love is upon them, and that in their own being, this cannot be removed from them, and that we may be a benefit and a beautiful experience for each other through an acceptance and an embodied, empowered state in this, that God is, that you are, and a unique way for each their own. And perhaps in this way, we might find what truly does stay in all that you are, in all that I am, in all that God is, and that we may rejoice in this beautiful love and truth, glory, grace, strength, thanks, grateful God, that you are courage, strength, protection. I'm with you. Peace.